Okay, y'all, so bear with me because I'm not using my headset right now to talk. I'm using my controller's mic. But I'm just going to be displaying some of the guns I've created over time. I may create some new guns eventually, but right now I'm just going to showcase the ones that I have and then try to tweak them a little bit to kind of like, because sometimes people, they get build ideas from like YouTubers or people online that play this game competitively, which is fine. I have too myself, but I'm also just really good at building weapons from scratch. Some people have trouble doing that. Some people they just can't find the right thing. So I'm here to try to help mitigate that a little bit. I'm kind of really just good at finding good attachments for certain guns, even guns that are kind of like really bad. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna just show you guys some of the weapons I have. So here goes. Give me like 1 second. I was in the middle of a message. All right, and I'm done. Okay. Okay. Now this is the one I just worked on. I just created it. Where's it at? I didn't lost it already. Um, where the heck did I put it at? Okay, you guys are gonna have to give me like a few seconds because now I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So yeah, this ISO Hemlock is the one that I just created from scratch. As you can see, I did. I should probably show you guys the weapon modifications, right? So what I've done for this one is I got the what is that? Shadow Strike muzzle. Undetectable by radar. It has no cons, so that's going to be the one you're going to want to use. Everything I'm stating are just recommendations. They're not. Obviously, it's not things you guys absolutely have to use. Obviously you can tweak it to, you guys can tweak it to however you see fit. Whatever you enjoy. Um, you know, you guys can figure that part out for yourselves. But yeah, here I'm going to show you guys what this does. So for the underbarrel, we have the, how do you pronounce this? The Bruin Sync Shot Grip, because it only has one con. That's just walking speed, which you can kind of navigate. Like you can kind of get away with this if you know what you're doing as far as your perks, right? So obviously, if you have the con is that the walking speed is going to be an issue when you have the underbarrel, right? Then you would just go to your perks, right? Just so basically you got, see, this says increases weapon swap speed by a maximum of 40%. That said, see, the grip said it was gonna basically make your walking speed go down, right? So you would want to do something as far as walking. So like this stuff right here, right? This says increases movement and swim speed, reduces noise while swimming. This eliminates footstep sounds, increased strife and ADS movement speed. Increased side velocity allows for aiming down sight while sliding, increases stance transition speed and crouched movement speed. Increased attack sprint, and this significantly increases movement speed, disables tactical sprint. So, in order to basically do what you need to do to kind of make up for the con of the underbarrel, since it's walking speed, I mean, hypothetically, you could do really a lot of these. You could do this one. You could do this one. Now, I mean, I said a lot. It wasn't really a lot, but the reason I feel like this one right here would be more ideal is simply because if you're going to have walking speed issues, you're probably going to be crouching and sliding a lot. So this would be ideal right now if you don't really do crouching and all that stuff a lot. just stick with these ones. Increases the movement and in your swim speed, right? But as far as like how I play, I would go with these ones because these are going to help me with sliding, aiming down sight, increases the stance transition speeds and crouch movement speed, which I'm going to need, right? The reason I'm choosing that is also because of a lot of the other attachments on this. Like, for example, this magazine, this, um, it just says magazine ammo capacity is the con because it might take a little while to load, like to reload. But the laser here has no cons either. So I try to go for more things that had no cons. The only thing I couldn't do that with was this one. Aim down, sight speed, movement speed, and, hip fire and stance speed, right? Which my perk makes up for that, you know what I mean? So then we go back here. And as far as this goes, even though swapping the weapon quickly is ideal, since this has a drum mag, we're not going to be too worried about that. We're probably going to want to reload while sprinting, or we're going to want to resupply our ammo. And yeah, pretty much. So the best one for this, honestly, since you already have a drum mag, I mean, if you want scavenger, go for it. But your best bet is the reload while sprinting. You're going to want to improve that. Because if you already have issues with moving, with the gun kind of slows your movement down and all that, the other perk is going to make up for that, but you're still going to want to have some type of speed, right? You're going to want to be able to move, like reload while moving, because your best bet is you're probably going to be sprinting a lot of the times, and the only time you're going to slow down is if you're crouching or if you're sliding, right? But this helps when you're sprinting, so you'll have time to reload so long as you keep that in mind. Now, this may seem like a lot, but this is going to set you up for success depending on how you play. If you don't like this, then switch it to how you play. I mean, if you do play like in similarities as to how I play, then this will work out for you well, right? Now, as far as this stuff goes, depending on what kind of class you want this to be, like for me, I would say this is like kind of a runner ghost type of class, meaning like I'm running around, but I'm still trying to stay hidden in some aspects. I would say this one might be good. What does it say? Warns of hostile laser radiator. I can't read from here. Sorry, I'm a little blind. So mag holster, improved reload speed. So reduces player combat and environmental sounds to allow improved focus on hearing. You're not going to want that. I mean, it's up to like your discretion. I mean, choose which ones you want that's more ideal for your gameplay. But as far as the class itself goes, this one, improved reload speed, is going to be your best bet. And as far as your secondary, that's entirely up to you. I don't really prioritize secondaries depending on what my primary is. So that's just a personal preference. But now here we're going to go to the, damn it, we're going to go to the shooting range, and we're going to try the ISO hemlock now. Right? Now, I did show you guys all the attachments I made for this, everything. This may not be to everybody's liking, but it's pretty fucking good. I ain't gonna cap. So, look at this. Too easy, see? The reload speed is it's a little fast. I'm promising you, if I was to take that perk off, it would not reload this quickly, so. Yeah, for 20 mag, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the biggest. I mean, this is a 45 round mag. I don't know why I put the 20 round mag in. That was stupid. So we're gonna change it to the 45 round mag. Actually, the cons of this one is movement speed, aim down speeds, aim down sight speed, reload quickness, and sprint to fire speed. But we already have that figured out because of the perks we did. So this should still relatively be just as fucking good. I think the only issue was the distance, right? But see, if you're engaging, you're trying to shoot from a distance, mid-range, and close range, it obviously is really good. It says the accuracy up there is 50 something, so 59. Oh, almost had him. Let's try it from a distance here. Still really good, so yeah, this checks out. So I created this today, matter of fact, surprisingly. Yeah, this is really good. I mean, if you stuck around to this part of the video, then congratulations, you got a beefy freaking ISO hemlock class you can use now. But I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like one of the best guns I have in my loadout currently, and I haven't even used it yet. I just created it. Something told me like I should make a video on it, so I did. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy class. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used it yet, but the ones I have been using, I will go through those very quickly. I don't know why I exited out of the freaking thing. Could have stayed in the firing range. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, oh wait, I remember. Sorry, I'm trying to think it too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna go quickly through all these. If you get bored, no longer want to watch this, that's fine. It's up to you. It is what it is. I'm really putting this up for anybody that wants to kind of just see what my attachments are. You know how my mind works as far as certain guns and like attachments and like things to tweak and things not to tweak. As for this one, right? Okay, I can go here to edit, right? Obviously, I have some different skins for this, but nothing crazy. Available blueprints. There are 12 of them. I don't have all of these. Obviously, a lot of these do look pretty cool. I don't have them unlocked, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. This one, that's pretty cool looking. But yeah, so we got Scratch. All right, and from Scratch, I did the Shadow Strike Suppressor, F-Tac Ripper 56, 50 round mag, the NIDAR model 2023, and a Harrow, whatever that freaking says, Palmerist grip. Now, I haven't really decided what I wanted to do as far as my perks go for this one, even though I should have. Say my best bet would probably be reload speed, and then we got this. I would probably say that I should do the ADS just simply because this is the way it's built. I mean, look at it, right? And this, I already use this gun every now and then, but this is going to significantly increase my overall performance using this gun. As you can tell, if you create this class, you're going to see that it feels a little heavy, a little bit, especially when it comes to moving around. It feels a little heavy, but you get used to it, right? But it shoots though. I mean, obviously it shoots, but it's good, but it's not the best. Like distance-wise, blah. It's kind of meh. You know what I mean? Like this is a little, and then this kind of slams a little bit. It doesn't like really focus as quick as you would want it to. But as far as this distance, like from way back here to that guy, is pretty decent. If you're up this close, obviously you're gonna laser every single time. You know what I mean? But yeah, distance is a bit of an issue for this one. So I will say it does tend to slam a little bit. I guess the best way to fix that, because I haven't fixed this yet, and I've been needing to. You could take this off, right? You don't absolutely need a sight on it, but I would say that where is it? If I could find this sight, that'd be great. This one's probably better for it, okay? And then you're gonna more than likely want to take this shit off, put a stock on. You're probably gonna want to do. Let's see if I could find it. That's way too many cons. We're gonna do recoil control because we don't really like. That's not really gonna make a whole lot of difference, honestly. Like the gun's recoil is not too crazy, so. Like, I'm not even trying to control the analog stick. Like, it's gonna go up regardless. Like, see, look, watch, I'll show you. Like, it's gonna go up regardless, but that's still pretty, like, centered for it having recoil issues. but the mag is so fucking heavy that it's not gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like the weight of the mag is gonna make up for the recoil of the gun in some ways, because it's not gonna be able to move as fast because of the weight of the mag. Now, if you have like some of your own control in your controller, then it's, see what I'm saying? Like every single time like that, like you just gotta kind of press down a little bit, and then you're good. Like that was kind of not a good example, but you know what I mean. You get the gist. Like, you get the gist. But if you want something that's a little quicker, right, and you don't like this setup, you want to take, say, you want to take the optic off, you could just add a laser on here, right? Add like stability. I would say aim down sight speed. You're not really like, you're not gonna really need that. You're gonna need probably, I would say hip recoil. Like, let's see, like, yeah. So hip recoil and this one right here. This is probably one of the best ones you can use. And then you're gonna go back here. This is all preference too. Like for me, this still looks pretty badass. This looks way better than with the scope, in my opinion. But it looks cool with the scope, but I'm not gonna cap. This actually looks way better. I mean, like way better, but, and it actually shreds. So, I mean, it's damn near just as good as the alright, so hemlock. The only issue is the distance, right? And the way we could fix that simply by going to the barrel, right? So unfortunately, we might have to take off like this, but so like put a 100-round mag on, like just hypotheticals, because I don't want this to take too long, because I got to do the other ones too. But say you take that off, put the 100-round mag on, right? Because the heavier the gun, the more stable it's going to be, right? So we don't really need to take off anything else. Now we're just going to test this out, see if it actually makes a difference. So it helps like kind of stabilize it a little more to hit that long distance shot. And we're going to try that out right here, because this is where you're supposed to stand actually. So we're going to go right here. See, it's just recoil and plus being able to like get that little needle right there on, you know, onto the person. As long as you have a generalized idea where you're shooting, you should be fine. Now, as far as long distance shots, you may have to, like, you know, stop ADSing and then go back in again. Some people don't like doing that, and it does kind of take off time when it comes to shooting. So you're probably better off with a 50-round mag. If you're doing a 20 mag, you're just like kind of running and gunning at that point. But this setup, I guess, would be more ideal for a 50 mag. But if you are going to do 100 and you want distance, you're probably going to have to take off the laser or the stock. You should probably take off the stock, add a barrel. You're going to need something that's going to add increased range. Right, see, look, none of these really add range, except for this one a tiny bit. This one significantly more, but this takes away mobility, right? So if it's going to take away mobility, you're going to have to make up for that. So then you're probably going to have to take your laser off. We're going to find out, though, so we're going to do a test here. See, the mag is so heavy that's not climbing near. It's about climbing damn near the same as that one, right? As long as you just hold it down just a little bit, like you don't even got to hold it down that much, and it stays. So we go here, go back up here, and we're going to test this out. We got that. See, it reaches, just not the most accurate, you know, in the world, but it still reaches. It takes a little while, as you can see, so it's not exactly ideal for long range, but I guess you could say if you really wanted to work out for long range enough, this is more like a mid-range kind of, you want to mow some people down type of weapon, in my opinion. But if you really do want to play range with this, I suppose you could basically take the laser off, right? You could go to your opticals, and you could add, say, something like this, right? And go back, and then this will shred easily. I mean, kind of, with, you know, without my ass shooting it. Well, you know, you're gonna have somewhat good stability with, you know, holding down sight. But other than that, this still shreds pretty good. The only issue is when you go like this. See how I'm doing this right now? I'm like trying to slow it down, but it doesn't want to. It's not like, you know, see what I mean? Because if you're like running, say if you're running and gunning and you're like moving fast and you're trying to like go over here, and you turn around and you start shooting, you know what I mean? It's gonna be kind of all over the place. It's gonna be like you're kind of like pushing and you're looking and you're trying to do stuff. See, I missed, right? And I'm moving. I missed almost, right? Moving. This is more like of a, you get up close and personal like this. Like this is like one of those, you know, mountain weapons. This isn't something you're gonna want to use like running and gunning all the time. But I will say this: if you're going playing Warzone or something, you're gonna people up if you're mounted like every single time. Like you can lay down some lead with this shit if you're mounted. So this is a good mounted variation, right? As we can tell. But it's not ideal for like if you're running around. But if you're trying to like kind of maneuver around the map and stay a little quiet, but make sure you're still packing some hefty heat to kind of keep up with the competition, this is still not that bad. You know, you might still pop off some great kills with this shit. You know what I mean? But ideally, as far as that goes, that scope is fantastic for like, you know, if you're, you know, mounted and stuff. But if you really want something that's going to get the job done, you want to be able to still move around, but you have like the largest mag you can have, but you still want to hit good distance, I would say using something like this. Because this is like still like, you know what I mean? It still looks kind of far, but it still zoom in a little bit. It kind of adds a little bit of stability when you're aiming. But it's when you're not ADSing where everything kind of gets a little weird, right? But other than that, as long as you know how to position yourself, you're going to kick ass all the time. So, the accuracy is at 54.55. So it's, fuck, I have to reload. But yeah, see, it's not bad. The reload time is not great, but it's not bad either. It's decent. Put this on like single fire mode, and you like just like, you know. You know, it's like weird, but it's still not ideal necessarily for like long range. It's not that great. This scope is fantastic on this gun. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. It's almost like it was made for this gun, but as far as long distance, you're still gonna struggle. Honestly, the best way to really handle that, the best way to try to handle this would be let me see. I'm gonna really think about this because I do want to use this in game. I would say if you remove this, add a laser, it might help. But even I know that that's like kind of iffy, so you could probably go just here and add like, actually no, stock might not be great. Your best bet might actually be to just add a laser. Let's see. Let's try this out. Just to see if it actually helps with the distance, you know? Not really, but I mean, it helps with like close range and mid range significantly, but as far as long range, you just gotta have really good thumb control for long range. But other than that, we pretty much perfected this class just now. Like this is it right here. I mean, I kind of like feel like I want to change it, but at the same time, this looks phenomenal and it feels phenomenal. It moves around amazingly. Like you can shred with this shit mid range to, you know, close range to mid range. That's still really fucking good for that. You can even really kind of shred long range too if you have like good control with your analogs. But other than that, like it does kind of jolt sometimes if you're aiming too far. But as soon as you ADS, you're in that. You know what I mean? The only thing that's bothering me is the long distance issue still. I mean, like, I'm sure there are ways to, you know, create a long distance firing gun. I mean, the AMR9. But as far as this goes, this is perfect, honestly, as far as close and mid range. I mean, it's insanely accurate. It's not like recoilless, like it still has recoil. Obviously, I'm still struggling to shoot at a distance. These first two people, that's easy peasy, you know what I mean? And as far as moving around, I guess, like, that might be a little interesting. Like, see, look, watch, let's try this out. Oh, no, see, as long as you're, like, kind of doing that fucking bird mating dance, fucking moving around tactic bullshit, yeah, you should be good, like this dang lasers, bro. Actually, moving around while trying to do long distance actually helps significantly with actually getting the long distance. So I think it's more or less about finding that center mass for the long distance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it still hits. I got fucked that up a little bit, but you guys get it. I mean, I guess you could switch it to a scope that has a bit of a bigger, you know, like, you know, this only has a tiny red dot. I guess you could choose something that makes it a little more clear. Like, I still love this on it. I'm gonna actually screenshot. Oh shit. I'm gonna stop my recording on accident. I will screenshot that later, but I guess like for something a little more bold, you could use this, or you could use this blue actually. Oh, I didn't even know they had that on there. That's actually really cool. Huh. This one is actually just like the where's that other scope at? It's just like another one I saw a little bit ago. Unless that very well could just be that same scope. I actually don't know, but that would be good. This would actually be good. This would be really good probably. This I guess would be all right. This would probably be not half bad. This would probably look pretty tight on there too. It's like really just a preference thing, honestly. I mean, whatever you can hit your shots with, then go for it. You know, this might be doing a little extra. This one's like, yeah, no, that I don't know. Night vision that might go hard. This actually might not be bad either, but it has a lot of cons on it. Um, this is pretty good looking, but it's got a lot of cons. This one's actually not bad, but I don't really see myself using it. Let's see. I'm trying to find that one scope, and then I'll get like, you know, I'll try to speed this up a little bit. Because there's this one scope I do really fuck with on here. That one's pretty cool. I actually was using that for my other gun for the longest. I don't know if I have it unlocked, but if I do, I might switch that over to it. This would actually not be half bad. This one either. This one, I mean, that one right there is probably more ideal, especially for the long range, because it's precision sight picture. Well, I don't know remember the name of the one I was just using. So this one actually would be good too. This one and this one. So the SZ and the Kazan. I'm trying to find the one I was just using though. This one may be good as well. This one right here is one of my favorite scopes. I actually love using this one. Um, but that wouldn't be really ideal for this gun. Maybe like if it was like less ammo and you were like using it for like kind of a rushing type of weapon, might be more ideal. Um, the one I was just using though, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one right here, the OTG. I feel like this is perfect for it, honestly. But I do want to try those other ones, and then I'll hurry up and get into this, the more important stuff. Because you could really use, hypothetically, you could use any of these ones right here. This one, you could use this one, uh, this one. You want to kind of go with the ones without the cons, though, just because. But this one is good. Um, this one's pretty good, and this one's nice, and this one's a little brighter, but that one's also nice. And you see how none of those have cons on them, so that's good. Um, Actually, I gotta use the bathroom, so I gotta stop this recording. But yeah, I'm gonna show the rest of these on another video.